So what's better debugging, code or beer?
Oh, wow. Better beer because it's more fun. I would say it's probably sometimes more challenging. Code, you can just, you know, especially with all the AI tools, you can see, typically see what's wrong, but pretty quickly, or look at the
Yeah,
kind of
nowadays,
underlying
yeah.
stuff that's making it do what it's doing. Beer, it's kind of like, I mean, there's a lot of times that's why I love sharing beer with people, is because there are a lot of times it's like I can't, this isn't quite what I wanted, but I
Hmm.
can't put my finger on what it is. And somebody else might just nail it because their palate's different, or they didn't make it and they don't have the stuff in their head that I do about it.
True.
And yeah, so that's, yeah.
Yep, I've even heard that's a good technique for like entering your beer into competitions. If you're not sure exactly what the beer is, you just let everybody taste it, and they're like, "Oh, that's what it is." Like,
I,
cool.
yeah, like I have a beer conditioning right now that I am entering the Cascade Brewers Cup that's coming up next month.
Okay.
And I do the thing you're not supposed to do, which I have entered my first time making a beer in competitions very frequently, and I tend to get pretty good scores, like that pre-prohibition
Hmm.
lager. I got a 40.5. And
Oh, awesome.
but I like the feedback, because
Hmm.
then it's like, why would I, especially if it's a beer I've never made before. The one that I'm going to enter in this competition is it's my attempt to resurrect Deschutes Twilight Summer Ale, which is kind of like a mix of a West Coast and an English style pale ale. Um, and Deschutes used to put like just a basic, like, here's the grains and hops we use in our beers. So I went in the Wayback Machine and found from 2015 or something when they listed that stuff. But I don't know the percentages of anything. And it's like, but I will get really good feedback, and it may be off, but then I'll know, like, hey, you used too much Karastan. Great. Then the next time I make it, it'll be better. And it cost me $5,
Yeah.
to get the feedback.
No, that's a good way of doing it for sure. Yeah, yeah. Because I feel like a few buddies that have brought this up like immediately and on the podcast as well too. Like sometimes you don't always get like the best feedback from your friends because it's just free beer, right? Or they don't want to hurt your
Yep.
feelings.
Yep.
But I don't care. Like you're not attacking me. You're attacking the thing I made.
Sure. Yeah.
Like it's just like coding. Like I learned not to be married to my code a long time ago because you're always going to change something. Something's not going to work, right? Or you only solve X when you should have solved for A, B, C, D, and all that kind of stuff. So like I'm not married to this. So just let me know, or give me ideas, or here's my recipe. Help me tweak this just a tad bit.
Yeah. And I think that's for me anyway, to me, the right mindset to have. And that's what the mindset I try to have is, don't have too much ego wrapped up in it. And always don't, don't ever get in a position where you think you know everything about something, because
Gosh, yeah.
then you're out of that learner's mindset. That's the place to be, because then you can always grow and always, kind of be absorbing new information. And some of it you keep, some of it you'll disagree with and toss out. But I think if you kind of put a wall up and say, oh no, I know how to do this, it kind of keeps you from growing, I
Yeah,
think.
it's a little off-putting too, I think, as an individual. From my point of view, I always like to try to be. I don't, but it's probably not the best phrase to use, but like I like to try to be like not the smartest person in the room. I'd
Yep.
rather just like try to learn from other people as much as I can because everyone's got all sorts of different experiences. Like one other homebrew club that I belong to, they're a bunch of older guys. They've probably been doing this 40 years a piece, and there's probably a dozen of them. So you got what 400 years plus of knowledge between spread across this group of individuals, and it's great.
Hmm.
But I mean, it's so interesting to hear like all the stuff they do and why they still do it that way, and why they think the modern day way may not be the best way of doing it. But I don't know. It's just interesting to learn from other people and try to take some of their aspects into my own brewing process. Like, well, do I want to do this or not do that?